Once upon a time, in the heart of the Evergreen Forest, lived a small turtle named Timo. Timo wasn't like other turtles. While most turtles were slow, calm, and steady, Timo had big dreams. Dreams of winning races. Dreams of hearing the crowd cheer his name. Dreams of being fast. Every morning, Timo would tie his favorite red headband, stretch his stubby legs, and train. He would dash, or at least try to dash, along the forest paths, racing leaves that floated in the wind, and birds that swooped overhead. But no matter how hard he pushed, he was still slow. He watched in awe as Chet the cheetah zoomed past like a flash of lightning. He stared as Kiki the kangaroo hopped over logs with ease. Even Rico the rabbit had a bounce in his step that Timo could never match. One afternoon, a big race was announced in the forest. The Great Forest Dash, open to all animals. The path would go through meadows, rivers, hills, and end at the tall oak tree. The fastest would win a golden leaf medal and the title of forest champion. Timo's heart jumped. This is it, he thought. My chance to prove I can be fast. Excited, he signed up. But when the other animals saw his name, they laughed. You? In a race? Said Chet, smirking. You might reach the finish line by next week, joked Rico. You should try a nap race, not a sprint, giggled Kiki. Timo laughed with them on the outside, but deep down, it hurt. Still, he trained. He ran every morning, tried different paths, even slid down hills to gain speed. But despite all his effort, he remained slow. One evening, exhausted and disheartened, Timo sat by the river, staring at his reflection. Maybe they're right, he whispered. Maybe I'm just not meant to win. Just then, an old voice spoke behind him. Why so down, little one?
It was Elder Tonu, the oldest turtle in the forest. His shell was cracked with age, but his eyes held deep wisdom. I want to be fast, Timo sighed. I want to win, but no matter how hard I try, I'm always slow. Elder Tonu smiled gently. Let me tell you something, Timo. Some victories are not about speed, but about consistency. Slow isn't weak, it's just a different kind of strength. Timo looked puzzled. But how can I win if I'm not fast? By showing up, every day, without quitting, Tonu said. The world doesn't always cheer for the fastest. Sometimes it cheers for the one who never stops trying. Timo thought about those words all night, and the next morning he trained again. But this time not to be the fastest. He trained to be his best. He stopped comparing himself. He began focusing on endurance, breathing, and balance. The day of the Great Forest Dash arrived. The starting line was crowded. Cheetahs, kangaroos, rabbits, even foxes and deer. The whistle blew. Everyone took off. Dust flew. Timo was left behind, but he kept going, step by step. Slow, steady, focused. Soon, the faster animals began to tire. The sun was harsh. The river crossing was slippery. The hill was steep. One by one, some animals dropped out. Some sat to rest. Some lost their way trying to find shortcuts. But not Timo. He climbed, swam, walked, and moved. Slowly, but surely. He didn't stop. He didn't rush. He just kept going. As the sun began to set, the golden rays hit the tall oak tree, the finish line, and there, slowly crawling across it, was Timo. The forest was silent. Then, cheers erupted. Timo did it! He didn't stop. He's the only one who made it! Even Chet, Kiki, and Rico came forward, amazed. We thought you'd be the first to quit, Kiki said softly. Timo smiled. I thought so too. But then I realized I don't need to win fast. I just need to keep moving. That day, Timo received the Golden Leaf Medal. But more than that, he earned respect. Not for his speed, but for his spirit. From that day on, Timo became a symbol in the forest. A reminder that success isn't always about being the quickest or the strongest. It's about not giving up, about being consistent, about showing up, even when no one believes in you. Because in the race of life, the real winner is the one who keeps going. Moral: you don't need to be fast to win. You just need to be steady, focused, and determined.